Boat 628, a Tony Neal tale, part 3 of 42, 7:02 a.m. Johnny Neal managed to step into She Cabin's main room just enough ahead of his sister-in-law Jean's ascension up from the lower-level master suite to the second-floor main level of the quaint raised ranch cabin via the plank-paneled staircase to make him curse. "Shit," Johnny said to Jean. "Just took the last of the coffee. Want some of mine while you wait for another pot?" "Black?" Jean asked. "Nope, too late. Already dialed it up. We can't all be as tough as you are. Good morning, by the way." "Morning to you," Jean replied. "No worries. I'll make coffee." "Morning, Rachel." Tone. "Wow, rain's really falling, isn't it?" "Has been since midnight," Rachel replied before adding, "Morning." "I'll make coffee," Tony said as he rose from his seat at the kitchen table. "What time you got to get out of here?" 7:45, Jean said, receiving a quick peck from her husband as the pair moved horizontally to one another and crossed en passant on his way to the coffee pot. "How'd you all sleep up here?" Jean asked. "I mean, it's noisy." "I was out like a light well before midnight," Johnny said, adding, "Well, maybe not way before, but I think I was asleep the minute my head hit the pillow. Kind of a long drive, you know." "Yep," Jean replied, taking a seat at the table. "Sure do." Tony used a coffee grinder Jean had packed to grind coffee beans to smithereens for the third time that morning, shaking his head as his brother pretended to pontificate by gesticulating and mouthing words while the little machine whirligigged noisily before Johnny said, "And that's how I save the world from the galactic overlords," as the overwhelming sound of the coffee grinder wafted away and the drumming of rain on the cabin's metal roof again provided ambiance. "And thank you, Bob Olenek," Tony said to Johnny. "Old bit from a former employee way back in the day," Johnny said with a grin to Rachel, who nodded at him with brow furrowed. "Ever wonder what happened to him?" Tony asked. "And his even more worthless brother?" "Never seen their names in the news, so if they're alive, I guess they didn't do nothing too notorious," Johnny said. "We got bagels," Rachel said to Jean in invitation. "Oh, good. Yeah, probably should. Thanks." "You want one too?" Tony asked Johnny. "Yeah, what Jean said. We'd better. It'll be nice to hit the river again," Johnny said before asking Rachel, "You've never been, right?" "Not on this one," Rachel replied, shaking her head. "Tony was telling me it's always been a little sleepy when he's been before, but I don't think it will be today." "No? Guess we'll see," Johnny said. "Does anybody have an extra raincoat?" Tony asked, rolling his eyes at his brother's snicker. "You didn't pack rain gear?" Jane asked. "No, I didn't pack anything except warm weather clothes," Tony said with a shrug as the first bagel popped from the toaster. "Cream cheese, right?" he asked his wife. "That'd be great. I have a long sleeve wicking tee, but no raincoat," Jean said. "And sun sleeves? You're welcome to the sun sleeves, but I know they have rain stuff at the outdoor center." "I figure we're going to get wet anyway, right?" Johnny asked with a shrug. Yeah, not worried, just asking," Tony said, placing Jean's bagel in front of her before slicing one for his brother and popping it in the toaster.